Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Power Expertise. And in today's video, I'm going to explain you how you can play around with dates in Power Automate and you can have multiple use case. In today's example, I'll take a use case wherein a user have to trigger a notification to the manager or to the clients or to the business only for a specific dates of the month. Let's suppose I want to send an email to my user on 7th, on 10th, on 12th, on 18th. So there is no pattern in that case. The only uh, the only data available with us is these are the dates on which you need to trigger an email to the users. Or the use case that I'm going to explain you will be how you can compare dates. So, when you have a created on column, modified on column, and let's suppose you have an invoice date column in your SharePoint list or in your data source. So while doing a comparison, you must end up in the formatting issue. Okay. So that also I will cover in today's session. So let's get started. Come to your make.power out and click on create. For today's example, I'm going to take a scheduled cloud flow. So first thing that I will show you the comparison of dates. So I'll give a name to this as date compare. Let's suppose I want to run this flow every day and it will start 10 a.m. No. So this time has already been passed. So let's suppose I'll just give 10 or 7:30 every day this will run. Okay. Let's hit on create. Now in my next step, I will add a compose. And in this compose, I will give UTC. Okay. So just give UTC for now. And let's run this flow to see what format actually this compose will give. Okay. Just save this flow and let's test it. Test it manually and click on test. So on execution, just see this is the format that we are getting. I want to simplify this format. I don't want this format to come with time zones and with these timings as minute in my date. So I just click on edit and I will only extract the dates, not time. So I'll take one more compose and let's rename this compose to format dates. Formatted date. Let's rename it to formatted dates. And in this, I will provide the function format. So let's suppose I'll just show you what all function we have in Power Automate related to dates. The date and time we have UTC, add seconds, add minutes. These many are available with us. And it is not showing all, but if you click on see more, it will give you all. So I'm interested in this format date time. I click on format date. I will get an output of the compose one. And the format I want is YYMMDD format. I want my dates to be format in this fashion in which the first will be my year, then my month, and then my date, and it will have only date component, no time component. Okay, click on OK. Now test this. So you can notice here it is returning me today's date. Today is 8th of October 2023. So it returned me only date component and that too in a fashion of year, month and date. Now the comparison you want to do, it's very easy to compare it now. Let's suppose I'll again add one compose to show you. how we can perform comparisons between two dates. This I will give as compare dates. In here, we'll compare it with equals. Okay, equal method. Just take the output of this formatted dates, and here I will give a static date. You can, in your case, you can use your invoice date, you can take your agenda date, you can take your start or end date, or you created on or modified on date from your data source. For an example, I will take a static date. Let's suppose if this date matches with this, okay, then it will return true, otherwise it will return false. So let's test this. So it returned false. Why? Because I have given 2023, 10, and 8. And see what's the format it is returning. It is returning 08. So that also counts because you have given DD, not D. So in that case, you just provide 0 here and then it will give you a true output. Okay. Along with this, I want to show you, let's suppose you want to compare multiple dates. So how you can do that? Just add one or condition, open bracket, close bracket of this or, and after this equals condition, give one more equals. Copy this, comma separated. You can give multiple condition here. So let's suppose I want to compare it if it's not 8th of October, if it's 15th of October, then only perform some actions. Or if the date is 20th of October or end of the month, then perform this set of action and click on update. Okay, so either of the one is true, it will give you true result. And if you use and, then all must be passed, then only you will get true. So in that case, let's test it. Earlier we got false because we have not given 08 as DD, so it has returned false. But in this case, it will definitely return true. And let's see that. So as expected, it has returned true because one of the date has matched with the condition which we have provided in equals. Okay. So in this way, you can, compare your dates. So in place of the static value, you can provide it from your data source. Either you're using SQL or Excel or Dataverse or your SharePoint as a data source. You can provide that column value in that equals condition. Okay. Now let's move ahead and create one more scenario wherein I want to execute a set of action. Let's suppose I want to send an approval intimation, or let's suppose I want to send an notification only when it's 7th of the month, only when it's 10th of the month, only on a 15th of the month. So my use case is I want to send an email on some specific dates of the month. So if it's today's 8th, one email will go on 8th, then day after tomorrow it will be 10th. So on 10th again one intimation will go. Same on the next month, which is November. So 8th November they will receive one email. Then on 10th November they will receive an email. So likewise. So how we can do that? Again, you just add one compose, and at this time I want to extract only days out of my date. So how you can do that? Come to expression, get the integer value from this formatted date, because this compose will give you all the components of the date, which is time also. I don't want that. I want only date component. So I will get the output of this compose, which is my formatted date. Okay. And then I will just specify here DD. Let's suppose in your use case, you have months. So you just give capital MM, or you want to accept years. So just give just give Y. Okay. So in my case, I just need date. component from this state. I'll just fetch that and I'll just compare it. So in the condition action, compare the output of this compose. Let's suppose just give the name as days from date. Okay. Just take the output of that and compare if it's equal to integer 8, then execute some set of action, or just make it or. If the output equals to 15th, or if the output equals to 20, then only send a notification to the user, or do perform any set of activity under this yes branch. Okay, I'll just add a notification, or I'll just add one more compose saying that send notification and save. Let's see what output it will give. So the expected outcome will be today is 8. It will match with the 8 from the extracted date from the date component, and it should come to this branch. Okay. If it is false, then it will go to this branch. So let's suppose I'll add one more component here. I'll just copy that compose and say don't send notification today. Okay, any message just for our testing purpose. Just click on save, run. I think the compose have unable to process the language function int one parameter. The value is to be converted into integer. The function was invoked with two parameters. Okay, let's see what's the error here. Sometimes it is good to get some errors so that you will learn by rectifying those errors. Okay, so I got that error. I should give it as format. I should tell it that it's a date formatted value, format date time. Okay, and then in that format I'll just want to take that D part only from that formatted date. Let's see where it is closing. This is closed here. This is closed here, and the int has closed outside. Click on update, and this time I think it will run without any error. Yeah, it has been executed successfully. Let's see what output we got. Today is 8th October, so only date component we have extracted. So it is giving us 8. And in this condition, it should have returned true because we have set one value equals to 8. And then you can perform your set of activity as per your use case. Okay. And if it is not any of these, let's suppose if I just made it to first of the month, then it will definitely go to the no branch of the condition because the condition will return a false. Neither of the condition will be true. Okay. So it will definitely went to the no block. Don't send notification today. Okay. So in this way, you can play around with the dates. First, you need to convert it. You need to format it as per your requirement, then compare it or perform any set of activities based on the comparison. So you have learned how you can give multiple condition for dates, how you can format the dates, how you can run your notification part only on the specific dates of the month. I hope you find this video very informative. Stay tuned with me for more such video, for more such content. Till then, bye bye. Take care.